Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trading with Livevol. This is Stephen Choi, and this is where I trade my own Reg T account, and you guys can see me trade it through LVX, and you guys can see how I use it. I actually didn't have pretty much any time to prepare, so I just got on, and funny enough, I just did a trade. So I was actually trying to figure out what to put on for the show, and I only had one stock, XLU. And then as I was about to come on air, so I was about to come on air, and I saw this trade go up, like literally, what, like 10 minutes ago, right? Basically, this person was selling the June 85 call spread for like 60 some cents, 62 or something, 62 and a half. And I was like, 62 and a half. So I actually looked at AstraZeneca and found out that it was down 10 bucks. Didn't know why. So I just did this all in like the last 10 minutes. And I click on the news, and basically I guess what happened was they rebuffed Pfizer's like fourth and apparently the final offer. The board rejected it, and the important part is I think Pfizer was actually saying they weren't gonna. Okay, so it says because Pfizer said it won't raise its offer again or launch hostile takeover bid over the heads of AstraZeneca's board, the prospect of the deal looks increasingly remote unless AstraZeneca's shareholders urge a change of mind. So basically, the next step will have to kind of come from AstraZeneca, in my opinion, where they are willing to talk to Pfizer about the takeover. So I have to keep a close eye. But apparently, after this news is out, what this person is thinking by doing this trade is he doesn't think that the stock is going to go anywhere, at least for the next month, right? So basically, he's selling this spread for 70 cents. Let me see what it is right now. Yeah, so I basically sold some for 70. Looks like there's already quite a bit of open interest. So I don't know if they're opening or closing. If they are opening, that's one thing. But if they are closing, then I'll probably have to reevaluate. But these things take some time. So, you know, AstraZeneca doesn't want to reject it and turn tables and say, now we're going to accept. So I think it's going to take a little time. I'm not saying the deal is over, but it might take a couple of weeks before anything else happens, and they're going to take a breather. And while they're taking a breather, maybe you can collect some decay. So let me actually see what AZN stock chart is doing. Yeah, so I guess like around here was when the announcement was 67. So maybe it'll go settle back here, and then it'll start going back up again. So I think in overall, like, it's pretty bullish probably for AstraZeneca in the long run, but for now it's going to take a hit, and then we'll see what happens. So you're going to have to follow the news on this one, or at least I'm going to have to a little bit. But so far so good, because it looks like the ones I sold went down and the ones I bought went up. Anyway, I think let me see what it is. Yeah, so the fair value is 67 cents right now, and I sold it for 70 cents. So that's that. So I have a new position. I'll see how that goes. The thing I wanted to, so this is the only thing I actually looked at. I see that XLU got a beating. Let me actually show you my position. I'm I'm basically short three of these calls against one of these SEP38 calls. Basically, I sold out these 38s on Friday. Let me see if I can actually get some historical trades here for you guys. Yeah, so I sold it out. Let me actually go. Yeah, so you see these 38 calls on Friday, I sold them for 425, just because everyone was buying puts in XLU. Probably they were right. So they were buying all these puts on Friday, and looks like they're in play. Looks like somebody was trying to sell a bunch of the June 42 puts. Let me actually go to that. 7,200. So we'll see how that happened. That works out, because I think they were actually buying these. So they were buying these this whole time, and today they traded another batch, but it looks like it was almost closing orders. Now, the thing about XLU is really doesn't move that much. So you see how right now it's at the 60th percentile. So if you look at the chart, the implied vol is relatively high. The thing that's interesting is the 60 and 90 day were kind of going down versus the short term was going up, right? Which we talked about before, might be, let's see, compare this to 60 day. So what I'm doing is I'm going to compare 30 to 60 and see if every time it went like that, if it, no. So basically, it doesn't really seem like there's any correlation there. Let me try 120. Yep, nothing really. I was just looking at the chart. Let me actually show it to you guys. So this looks like it's going back to like 41 bucks. Like around here is where I think it's going to go. So I was thinking maybe since the vol's so high, I should think about maybe selling some straddles, right? So these June 41 seem pretty juicy. That's $1.50. So basically, they have to finish at 42.5 or 38.5. So let me actually see. Well, nope. All right, so 42.5. So up here, or 38.5, which is down here. So I think I almost should sell 2 puts to 1 calls or something, right? So I'm going to actually do that. So I'm going to sell complex. Sell one of these. Oh. Right, for 206. And I'm going to do it 5 times. Right, so basically, let's say I sold 10 and minus 5. Right, so basically what I would be doing is I would be putting on this position, right? And my break even is 40.38 to 42.80, and my downside is 4038. 4038. Look at the chart. Yep, I like it. I'm gonna put that in there. So what I'm gonna do, just so you guys, if you guys are hearing me for the first time, what I'm thinking, I pegged XLU as the stock that won't sell off, and since everyone is worried about the market selling off, I noticed that in 2000, and probably people know that anyway, that when the market sells off, people are going to pile into these utilities for safety. But if the market's going up, they're going to sell off, right? But even last year, while the market basically went up, XLU kind of just stayed the same amount, right? So I'm thinking like maybe it'll retrace, but it'll probably stay around here if the market keeps going up. And if the market goes down, it'll start actually going up. So since that's the case, since I have this, since I feel like the downside is even more capped than like let's say in the SPY, I decided this is the one I'm gonna play this year, or at least until things change. So I'll see if I get filled. The thing is, you don't really, it's not very liquid, and they don't trade that much. So it's like you have to be really patient. Plus, if I was a market maker on the floor, this isn't something you can really play unless you actually, oh, okay. I just sold them. So I sold 10 of these puts for 55, 41, and I sold one for 96 for a total of 206, right? That's 110, 216. Okay, complex. Oh, 206, I think that's what I sold it for. 2, right? Oh, DL, okay, hold on. So I got another one that I traded. Hold on one sec. Okay, so yeah, 110, 206. So I sold it for 206. I think I'll be willing to sell more at 215. So I'm gonna work 215. So DLLR is actually interesting since I just got filled. I think when I redo it, I'm gonna put it up there. So this one, so if you guys know, let me see if I can actually pull it up. I did this roll because this is a takeover stock, right? So basically what I did was I sold these May 10 calls, and then I bought the July and October 10 calls, basically for 10 cents and for 15 cents, right? So I did the May, July for 10, May, October for 15, and then basically the Mays went out worthless. So this morning I put an offer in there, the July 10 calls at 15 cents 40 times, which I just got filled, right? The July 10 calls. And I figured if I sell these for 15, I basically would have gotten this 20 lot time spread for 2.5 cent credit. So now I can pretty much completely not even worry about this unless this becomes in the money, and just see if they work, can resolve it by July. And so now almost like I already made my money, and now I can only have upside, right? So not sure what's going on in the stock, but it looks like they're still in some kind of disagreement over the final price. So that's that. So that's pretty much it. The XLU AZN. If you see my count, it's pretty flat, but most of it right now is my list has been drastically reduced just because there isn't much going on. Oh, HSH. Yeah. I'm just looking Hillshire because I remember doing that spread. Right, so I bought these essentially for 17 cents, 85. So I need to sell 3 of them for 45. Let me see what they're trading. Okay. See how they're trading 50 cents? And this happened 12:30, so 9:30, so almost an hour ago. And since then, the stock has, the stock has gone down. So I'm probably not going to get it for 50 cents. I'm going to try to sell 2 for 45. So why I'm going to sell 2 is if I sell 2 of these for 45 cents, what essentially is going to happen is I'm going to collect 90 cents, right? So because I bought that spread for 17 cents originally, let me actually show it to you. Right, so I bought this thing for 17 cents, and now by selling it for 2 of them for 45, that's 90. The 3 lot that I'm left with, I will just be staying long, right? So I got those calls for free, and I'm gonna see what happens. So let me actually see. Yeah, I mean, like, to me, I don't even know. Like, this looks like you can consolidate here for a little bit and then have a bounce, right? Or it can just go down, who knows? But if I can sell 2, and I'll probably have to keep an eye on it. I might have to sell for 40, but if I do, then I'll probably sell 3. But whatever the case, I'm gonna try to roll, or I guess another thing I can do is maybe try to sell these for 17 cents. Right? If I sell these for 17, then essentially I would have done this spread for free, and I have $3 upside. But in the end, I'll see which way to go. Let me see. Yeah, so everything else is pretty much just there. I might have to close this UVXY. It's a spread I did. One of the guys came over. It was a spread that they were doing, so I put it on. Not sure if it's going to work out, so I might just have to take it off. But in the end, that's how it is. And IWC, that guy rolled down on IWC, so I bought 5 of them, which I don't think it's working out right now. So currently it's a loser. Let's see how this... Yeah, so it looks like, this is like a, this is really nothing. I think if it went up to like 74, then it's like a real break. But we'll see if this is like the bottom or it goes up and then starts selling off again. Apparently this guy is thinking it's going to sell off, so we'll see. But I have 5 of them. But I need to somehow pay for it, right? So if I look at my account, and let me... portfolio Greeks. Right, so I'm still positive theta, which is good. I'm positive gamma, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna keep on doing it. Try to actually get premium every day as a strategy going forward. So that's about it. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good trading.